Huge news is JD just got himself a monster pirate win, with Disney breaking their silence when it comes to pirates and JD endorsement, with Disney deciding they're going to go through their 100-year catalog, pick out 8 movies to put back in theaters. Guess which movie is front and center in them all? That's right, Pirates. The same movie that they decided they were going to ghost because, hey, they didn't want that association anymore. Isn't it amazing how things they are changing? Now, when you combine that with statements from people like Jerry Bruckheimer, who won't tell you everything going on, but he will say that he wants JD back in the movie. He would love to have him there. Yeah, that says something about Disney when they're openly saying this. Now, he's not the only one that has brought up JD lately when it comes to pirates, too. I mean, you've had people in executive positions do something that they haven't done in years. And when you consider the fact that Disney is losing money hand over fist right now, we are talking about over $1 billion and counting just on 9 movies alone. Yeah, you could see how JD, they would want him back. I mean, this is big time, too. And talk about a power dynamic changing. I mean, the man not only has 1 movie that's coming up, he has 2 that are going to be on the big screen, plus made $20 million endorsements and so much more. You and I, we're going to talk about this today, too. Man, Disney. You could have done this all along, right? Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. All right, so hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. Man, talk about an undisputable, undeniable Pirates win for JD, with Disney finally breaking their silence after years with that association. This comes to us from the official Twitter with Disney as well. You can see gold check mark. That means official. They're paying $1,000 a month to maintain this account. They go through their regular stuff. You know, they have Indiana Jones out right now. I think this will work into our discussion too. But right after that, right after you come through what you would expect, what do you have? This announcement. And I think this is big time. Quote, celebrate Disney's 100th anniversary with 100 Days of Movie Magic, featuring the return of 8 classic movies, so only 8 out of that 100 years, to the big screen at select U.S. theaters. Now, the selections that they've made, they tell you even more. Why? Because they consider this, number one, first of all, and they consider this all ages appropriate. I mean, look at the selections. You have Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. That's the first thing that they chose, followed by Toy Story, massive hit, also for all ages. Frozen, again, meets the same criteria. Beauty and the Beast, along with other heavy hitters that include The Incredibles. You have Coco, you have The Lion King, and you also have Moana. And when you look at that list, they're all considered family friendly. They're all considered good for theaters, and they are the face of Disney. So they're using JD and Pirates as the face of Disney again. Now, that's not the only thing telling you that attitudes, yeah, they feel like they've changed it. Disney, I mean, JD has some huge advocates. Take Jerry Bruckheimer, for example. Jerry Bruckheimer, he's on the biggest stage out there. He's talking about his movie, talking about awards, the amount of money he's making. What ends up coming up? JD, and he endorses the man. I mean, listen to this. This is about 1 minute and 30 seconds long, but look how it comes up in context.
You made a perfect movie.
You did.
A perfect movie that everyone loved, and it made over $1 billion. What would it mean to win tonight?
It'd be fantastic. It's an uphill battle, but still, we're thrilled to be. We've already won. That we're standing here, we're nominated. I'm now an Academy nominated producer, so that's wonderful.
We all wanted to see Tom here tonight, but it is kind of vintage Tom to say, no, I gotta keep on making these movies, to keep trying to save the movie industry one film at a time.
He's so committed to what he does. When he's on a movie, you can't get him off track. He's going to stay on that thing, and I'm sure he's training for another stunt while we're here talking to you.
Can you tell us anything about Pirates after you get some love there, right behind you? Got a little.
There's the man who's responsible for all this.
The man and the legend.
He's responsible. This is the guy that made it all work. He really is. He really is. His brilliant words, and he's a great producer and a director.
What can you tell us about Pirates? And will we see Johnny Depp? I'm just going to ask you straight out.
We're all working on it. We'll see how it comes out. But we're very excited. I think we're going to have a great screenplay, and we're getting close.
Is there still a possibility that he could come back?
We'll see. I would love it. I would love to have him in the movie. That's all I can tell you.
Now, that's not the only person to bring up JD in the last month, too. You had Disney executives. Remember, these were the same people that would either ignore questions or they would turn to Margot Robbie. They would say, we're going to flip the page. Well, you had the Disney Studio Motion Picture Production president. They got cornered. They were asked, what's going to happen with Pirates? They said, hey, we've got a really good, exciting story that honors the films, but we're going to have something new to say as well. They were asked, does that include JD? And they were non-committal at this time. That was a no, in that they've pretty much addressed everything as a no in the past. Now, what happened to reboot? What happened to getting rid of him? That's fascinating, isn't it? Now, ultimately, JD may decide he wants nothing to do with Disney at all. I mean, he's made statements about them and alpacas when it came to the courtroom. He made statements about Hollywood when it came to Cannes. But it looks like he has a power dynamic shift, with Disney having real problems. I mean, if you look at this headline here, and props to Valiant Renegade, by the way, that's who they're sourcing to. Over the last 8 movies, they have lost $900 million. And that movie they've been pushing really hard, Dial of Destiny, the new Indiana Jones, it looks like it's set to lose a lot more. See, that movie cost $295 million on the production budget. Remember, you got to double that, plus you've got to come up with advertising and more. That means that movie is going to have $750 million just to break even. They're going to have $800 million just to make profit. That says you may end up losing $1 billion right there, and that doesn't include all the other issues that they've had, and they've had a lot. Now, when you compare that to Pirates, you can see exactly why. They would be like, yeah, maybe we need to break our silence. Maybe we need to add that into our celebration. Why? Because this was a license to print billions of dollars. None of those movies were failures at all. A new one, it would knock it out of the park. And again, JD, he may be the one that turns that down, but the biggest win here is seeing everyone that tried to destroy him, everyone that turned their back. Yeah, they are dependent now. It is amazing. But anyway, let me know what you think. And as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work. Thank you. Can't say that enough. Want to help out the channel, by the way? Links in the description. Check those out. You being here, though, biggest help of all. Thank you. I'll see you.